name is Brooklyn DePaulo, and today's lab is about determining the ages of rock layers based on relative dating and their relationships to each other. As usual, my background knowledge for this lab is once again my previous lab experience. I'm very familiar with relative dating as far as those charts go. I was very familiar with the pictures where we would label. The scientific question I formulated was based off of the principles that we covered, such as original horizontality and the other ones that we covered. I used those as a basis for figuring out if I was able to determine the age of a rock based on those principles. The answer to that question is that I could. I was able to gather the information that I needed and use my context clues as well as my background information to determine those charts and sort them from oldest rock layer to youngest. The materials for this lab were just the regular lab printout and a pencil, as well as the app that we incorporated this week. I found the app to be very interesting, and it was a really fun and interactive way to actually engage with the content of this week. The data I collected, as it were, based off of the lab printout is the different ages of the different rock layers and the principles that we can use to determine and confirm our findings. As I mentioned before, my scientific question was able to be answered. The question being, will I be able to employ the principles that I learned to determine the age of these rock layers and their relationship to one another? The answer to that question did turn out to be yes. I was able to use my background information and the current information that I learned, and as a result I was able to correctly identify the rock layers in terms of age.